Space Jam: A New Legacy is the follow-up to 1996's Space Jam, which saw the Looney Tunes cast of characters team up with Michael Jordan to win a basketball game against some aliens, threatening to enslave Bugs Bunny and the gang. It was not a movie loved by older critics, but if you're a millennial who grew up in that era of Michael Jordan being the biggest basketball star in the world, you probably have a lot of fond, nostalgic memories of Space Jam. The Lola Bunny fanbase sure does. So here comes Space Jam: A New Legacy, directed by Malcolm D. Lee, a film that Warner Brothers has tried to make in some form or another since the 90s, where we now have LeBron James taking over as the star basketball player of the film. New Legacy sees LeBron forced to team up with the Looney Tunes characters and win a basketball game in order to save his son from a malevolent artificial intelligence, played by an over-the-top and loving it Don Cheadle. As you can probably tell, A New Legacy is essentially the same movie as the original, and there really isn't anything new being done here. But thankfully the film is aware of this, as you'll have characters like Bugs Bunny breaking the fourth wall to wink and nudge the audience. However, most of the media focus surrounding A New Legacy has been on the integration of other Warner Brothers franchises into the movie, where a plethora of familiar WB faces are included as the audience of the big basketball game. These references range from the inclusion of Hanna-Barbera characters like Scooby-Doo and the Jetsons, to not so family-friendly characters like Pennywise from It and the Droogs from A Clockwork Orange, leading many to dub A New Legacy as Ready Player LeBron, citing that movie's many IP mashups. And so the fear has been that the movie would just be about promoting that IP, and you can easily make the argument that it absolutely is. However, when watching the film, I found most of the focus was on LeBron James connecting with his son, even though admittedly, LeBron can't act to save his life. But as a harmless, by-the-numbers, family-friendly adventure, Space Jam: A New Legacy kind of works, as the whole movie is about bringing people together. There is a genuine effort made to keep that as the focus, amongst all the tongue-in-cheek and ironic jokes poking fun at pop culture. Sure, this is a Looney Tunes movie, where the characters are just as insane and hyped up as ever. We're long past the days of Tex Avery and Chuck Jones breathing life into these characters, but if you grew up with Roadrunner or Foghorn Leghorn, it's still a lot of fun watching these characters interact with each other, even if they're just reliving their classic gags. The attempts to modernize the Looney Tunes can be pretty hit or miss. The highlight of the movie for me was seeing Bugs and LeBron have to recruit the Looney Tunes who are trapped in different Warner Brothers movies and shows, with the standout easily being Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote integrated into scenes from Mad Max Fury Road. There's an effort to do something fun with these kinds of mashups that both kids and parents can enjoy, and if you can't seem to find any sense of joy at all from these scenes, then I just don't know how to help you. You see, in Australia, we have Warner Brothers Movie World on the Gold Coast, with roller coasters and all sorts of theme park rides. And so watching the characters go through the different Warner Brothers worlds genuinely felt like going on those theme park rides, which yes, are targeted at both kids and adults. The worst modernization attempts in the movie are easily the Porky Pig rap battle scene and the dated internet one-liners given to Granny. These scenes just become cringy, when all the audiences really want from the Looney Tunes is the personalities that they know and love. That being said, the animation work is pretty stellar, with the characters brought to life wonderfully in the latter half of the movie, in their new CGI incarnations. Although you don't quite have that richly detailed aesthetic that the original Space Jam had, where the 2D characters were interacting with live action actors. Overall, Space Jam: A New Legacy is what you're expecting, and whether you like the original Space Jam or not, will probably inform where you'll be with the sequel. Although to be quite honest, the pacing in A New Legacy is leaps and bounds better than the original, with a considerable amount of time given to the actual basketball game than I was expecting. This isn't a movie that I'm necessarily going to revisit anytime soon, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a fun time with it, and it's honestly better than it has any right to be. For families who want something that'll please their kids, while offering some fun Easter eggs for adults to look out for, that'll at least keep everyone entertained for a couple of hours. Space Jam: A New Legacy gets a 6.5 out of 10 from me. Guys, I hope you liked this review. If you want to see more reviews just like this one, stay right here for your mono fix. Bye guys.